Hi Cancer, we're going to do your reading. So this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is general. It looks like it's going to be about love. We'll see. Let me just show you the pre-shuffle and then we'll get started. Looks like we have a cycle that needs to end, so a new dynamic possibly can begin. I don't know. I kind of feel like you guys, a lot of you are dealing with an air sign. This King of Wands is somebody that is able to take a lot of action, but I kind of feel like maybe they're not. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe somebody needs to step back on some of their action instead of trying to force action, something like that. But I want you to see this. We have there's a lion and we also have the Leo card. So this Leo card to me is, it's very much about taming the lion and the lamb. The lamb is feminine energy. She leans back and she attracts and things come to her. And then the lion, of course, is aggressive and moves forward, takes action, right? So there may be a significance here with these two. I'm feeling like there's going to be something come through about tempering your action or finding a better balance or maybe a better way of getting the recognition you deserve. I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't even know if you guys are in separation, but that's just what I was getting. So we have Queen of Cups for your energy. This is somebody who's very emotional. Possibly she has a lot of love. She's beautiful. It's Pisces energy. Could be Cancer, but mostly Pisces. It's somebody who... she's emotional. She can shut off that love. She can have an outburst, something like that. And then we have, look at this, Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a message in here, and, it may just be for a few of you. We'll see what your spread says. But there's a message in here to balance the emotional side of you and I feel like you are striving for this stability. She's not easily rattled, this Queen of Pentacles. She's stable and secure. She's resourceful. She knows she doesn't need others. She can make it on her own. And you can, if you're questioning that, you just need to maybe be reminded. And then crowning or, topping the whole thing off, we got Six of Wands, which is being recognized, being valued. I feel like somebody listening, watching is very upset, crying. I feel crying. And there's just such an ongoing or a long, maybe a recent past, but I feel like it might be long, dynamic of not feeling valued. Okay, so if that's the case, we're going to help you through that. Let's see if we can help you through that, okay? So hang in there. I do feel some pain. You guys make me so sad when I feel this. So let's go ahead and get started. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I cry for you. I cry. It's hard to express. I mean, it's almost like it's like a pull, almost like a drug. Like I can't stay away from you too long, And I just so want to help you guys. I love you so much. I hope you guys are joining me. If you're not a subscriber and you watch the channel regularly, please subscribe, because I do all my prayers and my intentions and the energy I focus on is all, directed for or targeted for subscribers. So subscribe if you haven't, if you, watch it or want to watch it. And then I hope you guys are helping me, praying for each other and supporting each other, maybe in the comments or just energetically. Let's go ahead and get started. Close your ears if you're on earphones that are loud for shuffles or in the car. Try not to make that too loud. So, I just, okay, let's just get started. I do feel a lot of emotion. Okay, let's see if any fly, okay? Because I do feel a strong reading. I feel like you're going to have some relief from this reading. Hopefully. Let me set that intention real quick. Look at this. It's like a rebirth, judgment. I mean, judgment also can be reconciliation, yes, but I feel like that's you. It's a rebirth, letting go of what doesn't serve you. But here we have holding on to, this is a fear of losing out, a fear of lack. So, and then here we have independence, success, blessings. So, all right. All right, let's see if anything flies out. If not, we'll, there's that again. Interesting. Yeah, so a lot of pain, 5 of Swords. Stable new beginning, that's good news. Something that can take root, something that can grow. Looks like it could be an apology, but this is a beautiful card, and it looks like you're going to have a stable new beginning with success and recognition. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Your energy. Can I get Cancer's energy? I'm so sorry, you guys. 9 of Swords. Hang in there. We're going to see if we can get you some relief. So that's 9 of Swords. That's mental anguish. It's sadness. It's crying. Oh, by the way, I've been asking for signs for you guys. Oh, look, there's another one. And crows has been coming through. So you guys, for signs, what I've been getting is 444, 1010. Okay. I just got 1111. That just came to me. That has not been predominant, but just so you know, 1111. That's our twin flames foundation card. Feathers, watch for feathers. Okay, keep on the lookout. And then is that it? I feel like there was something else. It'll come to me later. But when you see these signs, then try to figure out what you were doing and what you were thinking at that point, because Spirit might be, talking to you and giving you an indication that you're right, or wrong, depending on the situation. Probably that you're right is usually when signs come through for me. Okay, what's crossing this 9 of Swords for Cancer? I might have to. Oh, a new beginning. That's nice. Being free, freeing yourself of baggage, letting go of hurts. Again, it's like letting go of what's not serving you. This is Aries energy. It's a beautiful card, the Fool. Wow. And at the bottom of the, oh, yeah, and there he is again. Look at this. King of Wands. I knew he was pulling a lot of energy. But at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician and the Death card. The Death card is not to be feared in tarot. It doesn't mean literally. It means the ending of something, and in this deck it even shows you that, the rebirth, okay? So the Magician is someone who, strong Aries energy already. We also have Scorpio. But that doesn't mean, that's just a little added side thing that a lot of readers don't even tell you that because they don't want to throw you off of thinking it's your reading or it's not. But I think it can help confirm or strengthen, what you need to hear, what you're hearing. But the Magician is somebody who creates. Okay, so this looks like, I feel like maybe an ending and a new beginning. Maybe something had to end around this, actions or self-restraint, control, or an air sign. Oh, I don't know why I'm shuffling. Okay. Okay, so what's in the recent past? Waiting, 7 of Pentacles. This is like, I put in all this work, I've given so much, I've been totally dedicated, and I've done the work, and I'm waiting for my crops to be ready. When is it going to come? When is the reward going to come for all the work I've done? But this also, a deeper, all tarot cards have, light and medium and deeper meanings. This also can be letting things grow slowly. There's more value, or good things don't happen overnight. So it could be not, if it's about a person, it could be not accepting that person back until the time is right. I'm not trying to force something before it's ready. And then look at that, another ace. Unbelievable. This is going to be like maybe like Gemini's reading, which was unbelievable. We'll see. All right, Ace of Wands. That was Ace of Wands. It's a passionate new beginning. Let's see, what is, what's on your mind? What's on Cancer's mind? Thank you. Hierophant, marriage. Or a steady relationship. So this looks like a love reading. The Hierophant, Taurus, Virgo. This is a high-level relationship. It could be seeking advice from somebody wise. But that's tradition and truth. So there's there's an element here of you wanting that. And it looks like you're tired of waiting. And it's hurting you. Remember, we had the Death card and we have the Fool card. So that indicates, you know, an ending and a beginning. There's the Queen of Swords. So we have a troubled relationship. Whenever I get King and Queen of Swords, look at this. Troubled relationship. There's a struggle to be valued. The Knight of Pentacles is slow moving. It's causing a lot of sadness. I think you probably are dreaming about this. Knight of Cups, somebody coming in, maybe with roses. Oh, there's the World card again. Okay. What is hidden? Tell me what's hidden, please. Oh, there's Leo again. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to take all these, but I want to show them to you because they came out. 10 of Pentacles and the Sun card. So 10 of Pentacles is what's hidden. This is crazy. So this is health, wealth, happiness. This is happiness. But we have the 5 of Wands involved. This is conflict, bickering, arguing maybe. Could be competition. Again, super strong. I don't think I normally read it this way, but again, this is feeling like 10 of Swords, walking away. God, somebody walked away from an ideal situation. Could that be? So something's throwing off what could be really beautiful. And then we have 10 of Cups, walking towards that, happiness, and there's the kids in the background. Interesting. Oh my gosh, some of you might, oh my gosh, are y'all seeing this? Oh my God. Some of you guys might be in a twin flame. We've got a lot of twin flame cards. So 10 of Cups, what was next? The Lovers was next. That's a decision, sometimes between two people. But in some cases, the Lovers card is about making a decision to do things differently. It's choosing, I know you're choosing love, but it's choosing love. It's like it could be a decision for a reset. Here we have 4 of Wands. That's 11, which I felt that in the beginning. And then Ace of Cups. So this is what's hidden. I'm going to take these 3 and put these 3 back. It's just too many. But there's a lot of emotion. Somebody's fleeing. Okay, I was kind of holding back saying this, so, if this isn't your story, then forgive me and ignore this. But I feel like somebody fled because there was just too much maybe neediness or too much conflict or too much emotion. And it's kind of has that feel of maybe that shouldn't be the case because this feels like a really solid, a deep love. So in Gemini's reading, I went into some relationship, tips and what to do if somebody's not giving you what you want and you're just struggling to get recognition and you're insecure and it's going on and on. Looks like we might have to go into that a little bit here, but we'll see. So let's look at how do you view the situation? Roles could be reversed, so that's always kind of a tricky thing to say, but too many. Knight of Wands. Oh, goodness. There it is again. This is what you want. You want this person to come back and apologize. And it's making you crazy, I think. Lots of emotion. I feel like hopefully you're trying to remember the lion and lamb. Remember the lion card? Look at this. You guys, oh my gosh, right after I said it. Oh. All right, we're probably going to do an extended for this. Oh, and there's another one. I'm probably going to do an extended for this because I am feeling a lot of energy or a pull to help you guys, you know, use some, I don't like the word strategy, but yeah, some strategy to how to, you know, tame your emotions and do things differently to attract this person back, because it looks like that's what you want. We had the Magician. We've got the Hermit card that's seeking enlightenment, and look at it with this one. I feel like I could help you guys with some tips on this. So look at that, both of them seeking enlightenment. I don't feel like this is hopeless, you guys, even though it looks like it. The Hermit and the Strength card. There we go again, holding back, showing. I think you're going to have to hold back your love, how much you show, and we need to tweak how you're going about things. There we have Two of Cups. Wow. I feel like you are having a hard time holding back your love, and like the tables maybe need to turn, and I can really help you guys with some tips on that. How others see the situation, heartbreak. Or this is also outside influences. Could be a third party. Wow. Even if your person is seeing someone else, I have some strong tips for that. Oh my gosh, there she is again. But most important right now, you need to hold back. You need to hold back. I would go no contact with this person if they're the ones, unless it's the other way around. You never want to go no contact with somebody that you wronged, because no contact is just going to make them feel stronger that you don't care. But if that's not, there's that Temperance card I was feeling. Okay, so let's look at Tarot's advice. Passionate new beginning. So working towards that. And I don't think that, I'm going to have to clarify. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But then there's the walk away. Look at this. Look at this lineup. Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. The Lovers, making a decision. Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, new beginning in love. I mean, you guys undoubtedly have a new beginning in love. If it's if you are wanting this person or somebody and hurting over somebody, they're coming back. If that is not you, you got something else coming. Something beautiful and big. But it looks like you're going to have to walk away first. Pull your energy back. And I'm going to help you learn how to do that. If we do an extended, it's going to be, it will also, yeah, a new beginning. Something has to end. This dynamic has to end for things to get back on track. If we do an extended, we will look. And you guys, I have a ton. I don't have a ton. I don't do that many. But I do rarely do extendeds, and I like to call them almost personals because not very many people watch them. I will link those all below. There's a Twin Flame series I started. There's a video on how to manifest a text from a specific person that has, and everything, all the manifestation stuff I try or I share with you, I have tried myself. Okay, I don't share anything. I constantly am reading manifestation books and self-help and relationship. I do that. I spend more time on that than anything. More time on that than sleeping. So I can share that with you guys. So I'm probably going to do one on this video, but even if I don't, check the links below, but I think I'm going to do one on that. We look for twin flame confirmation. We ask a lot of questions about where we are in the journey. We keep a lookout for shadow work, which I'm not that crazy about, but when it shows up, I pull a deck on that. I use like 8 twin flame decks. And I'm going to use those for this, even if it doesn't have to be a twin flame. What else? We find messages. What would they say to you if they had no ego, if they had no fear of embarrassment, no fear of rejection. We go into that. We get, a lot of times they're just amazing. So, check below and see if any of those pull to you. And hopefully there probably will be one for this reading because I think I'm going to run out of time. My camera only goes 30 minutes. Okay, so where are we? Tarot's advice, oh, I put it back. Tarot's advice was to let something end so something new can begin. Leave a difficult situation. Exactly what I've been saying. This is very, very clear. Yeah, for stability. Ace of Pentacles. You just like Gemini, you guys might have Gemini in your chart. You might want to watch that video too. Or you're dealing with a Gemini, but I think they got all the aces. New beginning everywhere. Okay. And what's the outcome? Whoa. The Emperor. Divine Masculine. Oh, see, somebody will give. Somebody that's giving. Now remember, for somebody to stay with you and continue to love you, they really need to respect you. So don't do this. When somebody's not giving you what you deserve, don't lose your self-respect. You stay high value, okay? Don't need somebody that's not treating you right. And then we have the Emperor. Interesting. Let's see if we get anything else. There's that Strength card again. You got to hold back. So let me just tell you guys briefly how my recommendation, if you have been, maybe somebody's felt pressure or felt crowded, or there's been a lot of fighting, or there's been a breakup and if you can't get them to respond, or it's just really lopsided and not in your favor. There's no contact is a method that works like magic. And what happens is, if they broke it off with you, or they ghosted you, or they're not contacting you, and you're, just so down and out about it, the worst thing you can do is contact them, okay? You go no contact, and you don't, that means completely radio silence, okay? Because what you need, and you don't just go no contact and sit and be sad. In that time of no contact, to get through the no contact, you develop a new you. So it could be a workout program, it could be a gardening, it could be a dance group, or dance classes, or cooking classes. Preferably 2 or 3 things that change who you are, that make you a new, better you, things that you can be proud of. Okay, you absolutely stop contacting this person, stop posting anything on social media that would indicate you're hurt. Never do those people who hurt other people. Don't do that on your social media, because it just strengthens the situation, which is not in your favor. Okay, I would strongly recommend no contact if that's your situation. And then we're going to work on teaching you how to be the, good balance of the lion and the lamb. So remember also, and we'll go into it more in the extended, but I know I need to do a general extended for this, but basically, the person that walks away, it's scientific. This is not just, off the top of someone's head. It is scientific. When somebody walks away, especially, or if you've pushed somebody away because, they felt you were needy or weren't satisfied, especially if they were like thinking about leaving for a long time, and they know that they have you, no contact is going to shake all that up, okay? Because they're going to go through stages. At first, they'll probably feel relief. They're like, oh, finally, I'm not being badgered, or I'm not feeling like I'm letting them down, or I can do whatever I want. I don't have to answer to someone. So there's a step there, okay? That's one stage. But then when they see that you're not calling them or reaching out, especially, or answering them, they're going to start going through these different stages of, especially if they think they have you, right? These stages of, questioning and curiosity, and then they're going to start, it's scientific that we want what we don't have, and we want it more when we thought we had it. So it's even amplified in that situation. But they have to go through all these stages. They go through, missing you. They have to cool down. They have to be mad. And then they have to get worried and anxious because you're disappeared. Maybe you're over them. But don't scratch that itch that they're feeling if they contact you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I felt this for you guys earlier and I wrote it down. I forgot. Information loop. It's like a cliffhanger. This is scientific too. It's a cliffhanger. If somebody doesn't have the information that they're wondering, it builds and it builds. It causes anxiety, and that makes us want, and we get more curious. You want this person to go through all the stuff and all the history and everything that happened, but they have to process all that. And don't interrupt that process, okay, that they're going through. But the bad parts of the relationship start fading, and the good parts start highlighting, but you can't interrupt it. You can't interrupt the process of no contact. You have to do a set amount of time, and I'll tell you the best way to, there are different ways to know how long, but it's going to be longer if you push them away, not meaning to, right? It's going to be longer, and there's tips we can go over, and I'll do an extended, but let me finish this reading, like manifesting. You guys let me know in the comments. Oh, we need to do the intuition test. We'll do the intuition test. Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should stick with this. See, this is what you want, but you have to give them time and space to get there. All right? I'm going to stop here so I can, have this energy fresh for the extended. But if you meet me over there or check out any of the others below, they're pretty detailed and almost personal. I'll see you there. And if not, just to this person's going to come back, or you're going to have someone new. But the information that the techniques I'm going to teach you and that I have taught you in this video are going to help you for this relationship, other relationships, work, everything. Okay? It's science that things that we don't have easily are higher value. We are wired that way. We want things more. We want to talk to people who aren't texting us very much. We want that more. Ask yourself, why are you wanting to hear from them so bad? If they were texting you a lot, would you still? All right. So to wrap this up, no contact, get your power back. This person will come back, but it's going to take a decision and tweaking of some habits and some energy. All right. You guys let me know in the comments. I'm going to read the comments and hopefully be able to respond to some of you guys for what's going on. But yeah, I mean, everything is screaming. There's a need for, to balance feminine and masculine energy. And there's reconciliation, Ace of Pentacles, but we want it to be stable. Okay. So, and there's also a technique with push-pull that you guys can do. And I'll try and touch on that and extend it also. So we'll dive into your person. We'll do a spread just on them. We'll look for twin flame confirmation, which we almost always get. We look for time frames, which we have almost always gotten, which is very hard to get, and what they would say if they had no ego, okay, and what they're really thinking behind the scenes. We look for shadow work. We get advice. They're awesome. I'm going to leave it here, and I'll see you over there. If not, I'll see you next week. Love you guys. Check out your other signs. All my videos are timeless, and the extendeds are timeless. All right? Bye, Cancer.